What's good, YouTube? What's good, people? What's going on? How everybody doing? I guess you guys had a wonderful weekend, and I guess you guys did the most just so y'all can prepare for this trading week. It's your boy Hanum, and I'm back with another video. Today's video gonna be a trade breakdown. I'm gonna be breaking down how I took a trade, I think on Monday last week, and we took profit on Tuesday. I think on Wednesday it's CPI, I'm not sure. But this video, it's mainly based on how I play a major role in me planning my trades and me having to trade my plans, right? So before we start and before we continue, don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, turn on the notification so you can get notified every time I upload new videos, and to sign up with the broker that I use with the link in my description. Quick trade. So when you hit the charts, guys, let's do this. Yeah, you can clearly see that price was in a sideways movement, or rather would I say price was on our support and resistance. Prices created resistance and created support, right? So on Monday, on my trade idea, on my outlook, I did indicate that I'm waiting for two things, just simply two things: for bear breakout or for what, a bull breakout. If I don't get those, then I guess I have to trade support and I have to trade my resistance, right? So when you guys see that all that I'm talking about, when I zoom in the charts, Monday, price moved to the upside on Monday, right? Moving to the upside, right? This was basically our Asian session. Our Asian session was strongly bullish, no lie about that, right? So when we now came to our pre-New York and our London session, when we're trading on our London session and our pre-New York session, I clearly saw, or I clearly told myself, that was this bullish momentum that we have. If price is really going to continue bullish, then let's wait for it to violate our resistance and look for a continuation to the upside, because our structure is bullish. But if we get to our resistance and we start seeing some depletion, we start seeing some bullish depletion, the bulls losing power or the bulls losing momentum, then I guess I have to wait for bear momentum. Then I would start looking for price being bearish, right? Or for price looking to reverse to the downside. So we came back right there, 8 a.m. pre-New York, pre-London, right? 8 a.m. And then on our London session, price did what? Price had a bullish candle open, which was a bullish engulfing candlestick. And price did what? Price closed below. So from price breaking out and price breaking back inside the zone, or from price having a bullish open and a bear candle close, living a wick rejection, all I now told myself is that if price trades below intraday lows meaning current market price lows, then I would look forward for continuation to the downside. This were my intraday lows at the time, right? This very same lows. I told myself that if it happens that price trades below this very same zones, then I would look forward for confirmation that price is looking to continue moving to the downside, right? So first candlestick rejected, or rather what I say, guys, you can clearly see that I now had my ultimanium plan. My plan is to simply wait for a breakout to continue bullish based on the momentum that we're carrying on the charts. Or if price fails breaking out, then let's wait for depletion and momentum and look for a reversal to the downside. Those were my only two plans that I had. If price did otherwise, then I guess I was not going to trade gold on Monday, right? So now intraday lows, right? Price created intraday lows and price is reacting on our intraday lows. all I told myself is that if it happens that price trades below this intraday lows, then I'd still look forward for continuation to the downside, because price rejected. Price had a bullish open and a bear candle close, right? Some terms of a word, depletion and momentum, or rather what I say, rejection, right? Two, price gave me a bear engulfing candlestick, right? From price breaking out and breaking back inside, price had a big engulfing candlestick. Now, this bearish engulfing candlestick was my entry level, was my entry candlestick. One, I wasn't patient. I'm also wrong as an individual. One, I wasn't patient enough to wait for a candle close. Two, usually when I trade, I wait for price to give me a candle close before I can take a trade. Three, I felt like price will move or react without me, right? And four, I did something wrong. But, 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 because I was willing to lose the money that I put on the table, then I guess price did what I anticipated, right? So, guys, in trading, let me say this before I continue. In trading, right? In trading, guys, it's not all based on strategy, setups, and anything like that. It's entirely based on you having to have the discipline and the patience to either do it or not to do it, right? So in this instance, this was super simple, right? But all I needed to wait for was for a candle close below my intraday lows, right? But fortunately, price did what? Price did close below our intraday lows. But where I took a trade, it was where I was willing to lose. And I had a 5 pip target. I had a 5 pip stop loss because I was looking for a clean 122, right? I was looking for a clean 122, right? So when you guys see now that, okay, all the anticipations and all the plans that I planned out for the day, price did what I anticipated, right? We didn't break above because I was looking for a break above to be bullish, or fail to break to reverse and be bearish, right? We didn't break above, so the plan was now invalid. Two, price did what? Price failed to break. So with price failing to break, that means my plan is still valid, but the first one we terminated, right? So price did that, right? Price rejected, and right after price had a close below, price kind of like pulled back impulsively. So when price pulled back impulsively, I told myself one thing, that even though price pulls back and trades to this very same zone, below this very same zone, long as we don't have a bullish candle close above my word, above my resistance, then I guess I'm still looking to be bearish, right? But now in this instance, price did reject on our New York open, which is 1500 p.m 15:30 p.m in Southern Africa, 9:30 in New York. I think it's 1 p.m in UK, and I don't know the rest because I don't care. So now price rejected, right? And price had a big close again. So obviously when price came back to our very same resistance and rejected the very same resistance, I still told myself that long as we don't break above or close above, then I guess I still have to hold this trade until price does what I anticipate, right? And price reacted the way we anticipated, and price moved. So I was willing to take a 10 pip target, right? I was willing to take a 10 pip target, right, based on a 5 pip loss. But now, because I closed a few partials and I left the runner, and now price did what? Price continued moving to the downside, guys. Price just continued moving to the downside. That's where we took our profit, right? Price continued moving to the downside, and that was just what we anticipated. So this trade wasn't hard. This trade wasn't easy. This was just based on how traders trade. If you know how to trade support, resistance, this trade could have been easy. If you know how to trade, I don't know, supply, demand, this trade could have been easy. But if you're trading bullshit, then this trade was considered the most hardest trade you could have ever taken. But, it all starts with you having to plan your trades and trade your plans and be disciplined enough to wait for your plans, and be disciplined enough to wait on your plans, and be more patient enough to wait on your setups to be valid. Do you guys get me? So before I end the video, don't forget to do the right thing.